जामनिचाय निस्सिह्याय मत्थेन वन्दामि। इचकार सुहराय नीर निराबाद सुख संजम छात्र निर्वहो छोजी स्वामी सता छेजी बाते जोजी। इच्छामि खमा समणो वंदियुम जामनिचाय निस्सिह्याय मत्थेन। इच्छा कारण संधि सह भगवान अभूट्योमि अभिंतर राय्यम खाम्यो जंकिंची अपत्यम परपत्यम भत्ते पाणे विनय व्यावच्चे आलावे संलावे उच्चासने समासने अंतर भाषाए उवली भाषाए जंकिंची मज्ज विनय परिहीनम सुहुमं वा बायरं वा तुभ्ये जानः अहं न जानामि तस्मिच्छामि दुःखम्। इच्छामि वंदियुं जामनिचाय निस्सिह्याय मत्थेन वन्दामि। तमाचो इच्छामि खमा समणो वंदियुं जामनिचाय निस्सिह्याय मत्थेन वन्दामि। इच्छा कारण संधि सह भगवान वारणा संधि सौ इच्छामि खमा समणो वंदियुं जामनिचाय निस्सिह्याय मत्थेन वन्दामि। इच्छा कारण संधि सह भगवान वारणालेषु इच्छामि खमा समणो वंदियुं जामनिचाय निस्सिह्याय मत्थेन वन्दामि। इचकारी भगवान पसार करी वारणा पसार करशो जी।
नमो देवतानं नमो सिद्धानं नमो आयर्यानं नमो वज्रायनं नमो लोये सर्वसावनमेषु पंचनुकारो सर्वभावपनाशनो मंगलानं च सर्वेषु पदमं हवै मंगलम्। ऐन्द्रियं श्रियं न विशुतस्य दद्या विधर्मस्ति कल्पवल्ली तेनोक्तपूर्वाति जगज्जनानां सूते सदोदयोदिद्गानस्थितानामपि व्ययं यस्तं संविदत्ते जयत्यपूर्वो विक्रांसनोऽसौ श्रीशान्तिनाथश्रीभक्ष्मीर्मः चारोचिद्धाल्पमहासमुद्र व्यालोचनस्वर्गिबाहुविद्यः राजीवदीनेत्र चकोरचन्द्र श्रीनैमिनाथस्य जातिरस्तु यसप्तविश्वाधिपतित्वसूचा निशानभोगेन्द्रवनाथपुत्रैः देवादिदेवेन्द्रकृताङ्गसेवः कृपासुनाथस्य शिवाय भूयात् आस्वाद्यत्वाख्यसम्बुधानां प्रियोत्सवाने प्रवेद्युनैव नामामिदं विश्वजनेन वाचं वाचामिन्द्रां जनार्दमानं अमृतवसे लब्धिधनाबन्धात् श्रीगुरु गौतम समलिये वाञ्छितफलदातारम्। गुरु गणपति गाओ गौतम ध्यान ध्याओ सभी सुकृत सुभाओ विश्वमा पूज्य धाओ जगजीत बजाओ कर्म निर्वाण जाऊं नवनिधि दिवाओ शुद्ध सम्यक प्रधाओ यस्या विधानं मुनयो सर्वे दिनन्ति भिक्षा ब्रह्मस्य काले मिष्टान्नवानां बलपूर्णकामः स गौतमो यच्चतुवंशितं मे गौतमो यच्चतुवंशितं मे वाणी जीवनसामिनी श्रीदेवी चक्राय गणिमिदगा गादिशिवालसदिन्दा सयाविरक्षन्तु निर्वत्ते ओंकारं बिन्दुसंयुक्तां नित्यां ध्यायन्ति योगिनः कामदं मोक्षदं चैव ओंकाराय नमो नमः। अज्ञानातिमिरान्धानां ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया नेत्रमुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्री Gurave Namah. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Achinta Chintamani Kalpasakine Visuddha Sattvam Samadhisadine Dayal Navaya Chittadayine Satam Namo Namaste Gurune Vishudare Namo Namaste Gurune Vishudare Namo Namaste Gurune Vishudare.
VijayNandiGhosh સાહેબ जी,
ધર્મરાવ
આપની આજ્ઞાથી મારે તમારું થોડું introduction કરવું છે. This session is in English, right? Malay? So I will speak in English.
Yes, we are conducting this one in English.
English, right?
Correct.
अच्छा. आचार्य जी VijayNandiGhosh Surishwarji ने under his inspiration, a ritual organization has started, and it is a very special organization where scientists, scholars, medical doctors, all together are experimenting on various topics, connecting Jainism and science. Ritual organized many seminars in the past. I've been fortunate to attend several of them under Shrut Ratnakar banner and enjoyed every one of them. Rishi has proven many Jain principles by doing actual physical scientific experiments, which is very new in that Jain Acharya is involved using science experiments to prove the Jain principles. He is part of the Param Pujya Acharya Shri VijayNandiGhosh Surishwarji Maharaj Sahib Samudaya. He has studied many granths in various languages like Sanskrit, Prakrit, Gujarati, Hindi, English, and he is fluent in many languages. Acharya has represented Jain Dharma at many national and international events. Recently at Harvard University, Acharya ji spoke about mathematics in Jainism. He has written many articles and books. I've seen some of them. He has discussed with many scientists the Jain principles from science viewpoint, including his work with APJ Abdul Kalam. His articles about food and Jain science are published regularly, and many people seek his views also regularly. We are most fortunate that he is with us, presenting his knowledge to us today. So now I will turn it over to Malay to go forward in the program.
At this point in time, I will request Guru Bhagwan to take it forward from here, and we can start presenting your presentation, and then you can explain us what you want to explain about Jainism and eco-friendly lifestyle. Guru Bhagwan. Over to you.
Okay, so the floor goes to Acharya ji.
Yes.
Okay, Acharya ji, आपसे बताओ साहब.
PPT.
Balai.
Yes, I'm bringing that up. Give
Share,
me 1
please.
second, please.
Scientific and eco-friendly natural way of life. Jainism is nothing but way of life. And we are observed from ancient times, since ancient times till today, as the natural way of life. All the principles regarding Jainism are nothing but the natural laws and which are adopted by all the followers of the Jainism. Now we are going to describe this natural way of life in Jainism. Next slide. Here you can see various trees, insects, and other, which shows the cycle of various insect and trees from the botany and biology. Here there is a cycle depicted in these pictures. Next. Now we are going to introduce our natural way of life, which is scientific and eco-friendly. Problems of present life. First of all, in entire universe, all living beings want to be happy forever. But at the same time, his karma of previous birth perhaps leads to harmful acts or lifestyle or miserable life. It is a serious question for modern age about the health. Why most of people are sick and having a serious lifetime diseases like obesity, diabetes, blood pressure, cholesterol, etc. One and only one prominent cause is the unnatural lifestyle and violation of laws of nature. There are some basic and fundamental laws of nature, and you must obey and apply it in your entire life. Then there won't any cause for any serious or lifelong diseases. Next slide. Ancient lifestyle. Our ancestors were very serious to adopt such natural lifestyle. They never violated such fundamental laws of nature, and therefore they never felt such necessity of any kind of medicines. They never took even any Ayurvedic medicine. So we have to know know the secrets of their health. At present, we feel that men and women who reside in cities were most probably suffering from multiple diseases. And on the contrary, the persons living in rural areas or villages found very healthy and energetic. What is the reason for their excellent lifestyle? We are unhealthy because we are disconnected with nature. We are using artificial and synthetic items, which are the main and prominent factor for our lifetime diseases. We are disconnected with the nature. At the early age, we are playing in mud, dust, lake, and rivers, and thus this is the we are connected with the nature, and our immunity is also was also developed. So we are capable to attack any disease. Next. Present lifestyle problems in detail. At present, main problem regarding our health is mostly psychosomatic, which is called the placebo effect. It is also very difficult to solve the problem of such psychosomatic diseases. But it is most important to prevent such diseases. Simultaneously, at present, we are afraid from the COVID-19 and mucormycosis disease, which spreads by fungus. And we are using the stale food, which is preserved in our refrigerator, which cause the such fungus. In present lifestyle, most people have refrigeration system, that is freeze, and they mostly consume stale food every day. And all the persons know that the stale food, there is a surely fungus. This fungus causes many diseases. So such people have maximum chance to infected with mucormycosis and mucormycosis. So we must change our lifestyle. As far as some fungus can be used as a medicine, as for example penicillin, but it is the medicinal form of fungus. So it can use as a medicine, but not it can be eaten as the directly fungus cannot be eaten. So such fungus food with fungus can cause the mucormycosis and such diseases. Next, prevention is better than cure. In higher living beings like human, animal, birds, etc., they have some responsibilities, basic, and requirements to their families. Hence, they have to fulfill such requirements and responsibilities. Hence, minimum violence is necessary for such living beings, and particularly for human to sustain our life and to fulfill our requirements and responsibilities. Some violence on micro level must necessary. Jivo jivasya bhakshanam. We cannot live without food. And for the food, we have to depend on the vegetables. And vegetables are also living organisms. So we have to violate some vanaspatis for our food. For such people, there are some fundamental laws for our life which are very important for everyone. Next. Fundamental rules for eco-friendly way of life. Jainism is nothing but the way of life. So there are some fundamental rules. First rule, don't harm to any living being. Live and let live is general principle as mentioned by Western culture. But in India, not only live and let live, but live peacefully and make help to other living beings. It is based on the fact that every living being wishes to be happy and tries to avoid pain. No one can desire to suffer. So, in order to avoid giving pain, we should refrain from hurting others. We urge everyone to be peaceful with all, even primitive one-sense living beings. Every living being has to right to exist, and it is necessary to live with all others, all other living beings in perfect harmony and peace. For our present peaceful and happy life, we are obliged with all other living beings. Suppose you can imagine from your birth to till today, you are obliged with so many people, so many creatures. And that is why it has been said in Tattvasa Sutra that Paras Parapagraho Jivana. One life is totally based on other living beings. Without doing harm to microscopic or primitive living beings like vegetables, water, fiery, airy, and earthy living beings, we cannot sustain our life. So on micro level, minimum violence is necessary for us. But we do not also harm unnecessarily to any micro or macro living beings. So think, first of all, for miseries of other living beings, then think for us. So, thus, we have to use minimum resources, natural resources. And if we use the minimum natural resources, then others can use natural resources as they wish. So, in short, non-violence is the main principle ethics to be happy forever. Next. Vegetarian diet is proper for entire human beings. Although all vegetables contain life, but it is necessary to survive our life. Water is also necessary and unavoidable for us, but we have to minimize it. It is impossible to observe complete non-violence because including some sort of violence is inevitable for survival. So we should not injure, we should not subject, enslave, or torture or kill any living being, including animals, insects, and vegetables. We should not intentionally hurt any living being, whether they are plants, animal, human, etc. We should not hurt the feelings of any living being, either whether it is by thought, word, or action. One's agricultural, industrial, or occupational living activities may also involve injury to life, but injury should be kept least through careful measures and precautions. And that is why the beauty without cruelty, free objects are available in market. But in ancient times, all the things are available without cruelty. Thus, violence committed without intention through mere negligence should also be avoided. Next. Second rule, truthfulness. It is universal law. Satyameva jayate. No one like malicious lie to hear. No philosophy or religion favors to speak lie. Lie speaking sometimes results in very serious problems. Malicious lie, perhaps definitely uttered without an evil intention, and statement with such evil intention may definitely false. A person avoids all type of lie, including giving false evidences, kutulik, saksi, cheating others, giving false witness in or out court, for and forging fake documents. The secrets of earning wealth is honesty and morality. The root of one's own happiness, peace, mental health, and welfare lies in morality. There are four causes to speak lie. In our Pakhi Sutra, which is recited every for night Ratikavan, there is a 5 Mahabharatas, and in second Mahabharatas, we speak the causes to tell a lie. First is Kohava, Lohava, Bhayava, Hasava. Kohava means anger. Lohava means greed or avarice. Bhayava means anxiety or fear. And last but not least is Hasava. Hasya means majak, maskari, fun. These are the four main causes to tell a lie. All the reasons, all the causes are included in these four causes. If any person speaks reality in anger, it is considered as a false, and it also hurts person's mind. In anger, most probably, person speak lie, which has not any confirmed base. Sometimes, in anger, person speak, abuse, or curse, or utter, which hurts the all people. So it is considered as a false. In business, most probably all merchants tell a lie to their customers to get more profit. This is due to greed. So greed is main cause to tell a lie in general professional. Sometimes person tell a lie due to fear and fright. As for example, small kids tell a lie because of fear from their father and mother. It is more dangerous, and such a lie telling starts from the childhood and due to fear of father and mother. Sometimes most person tell a lie in fun or in badinage. It is more dangerous to tell the lie in fun. In fun, telling lie is without any good or bad intention, but he attains bad karma, and fruit of such telling lie must experience in this birth or next birth. Thus, there are four causes to tell a lie: anger, greed, anxiety, and fun. Next. Right. To speak truth about someone's personal matter. It may be caused into death of some person. Such truth also considered as a false. As for example, some person steals something and we show it, and at any time we can tell this to other person, and it will cause into the death of that person. Truth must be reality, lovely, sweet, and beneficial to all. In Sanskrit, it is called as the Satyam Bhruyat Priyam Bhruyat. Truth must be sweet, reality, lovely, and beneficial to speaker and the other persons. A person speaking such real, lovely, sweet, and beneficial truth loves all, and all love him, and becomes most popular. So, to create harmony in society and between all living beings, such truth plays an important role. No one can trust wrong persons who tell a lie. Third rule, next slide. There is a third rule, non-stealing, chori. Non-stealing is the most important for anyone to trust in all persons or society. Non-stealing always based on honesty and morality. Any person should refrain from smuggling, buying or expecting stolen things from thieves, using false weight and measures, or substituting inferior items for the originals. Black marketing, smuggling, evading taxes, changing documents, and plagiarism are also various forms of theft. There is a one most important virtue of layperson, Savak and Savika. It is the called Nyay Sampanna Vaibhav. Nyay Sampanna Vaibhav is the most and pretty virtue or law for the every layman and laywoman. Accepting alms or aid, one should not take more than what is needed. To take or to earn more than one's need is also considered as a theft. Using any resources beyond one's need and misuse of any part of nature is also theft. Just thinking how wide concept of theft. Next. Taking property of others without their consent or by injustice or immoral methods called the stealing, अन्याय और अनिति, दोनों के द्वारा जो धन संपत्ति वैभव प्राप्त किया जाता है उसको भी चोरी कहा जाता है. Such stealing makes very unhappy to his honor, and the things earned through this injustice and immoral can be used as a hospital medicines. We have many times also that the such a persons will seek without any causes. Whenever we never feel happiness through such stolen wealth. There are many possibilities of such stealing between two or more brothers, sisters, and even Diranis, and Jethanis in the case of properties. And bad karma attached to such stealing gives its fruit in next other births. As for example, regarding the life story of Lord Mahavir, a mother of Lord Mahavir, Trishla, was the Jethani and Devananda was the Derani in their previous birth. At that time, Jethani had stolen some precious gems and ornaments of Derani. Then, with signs, she gave a curse that your child becomes my child. Then, as a result, in the birth of Lord Mahavishwami, his soul first entered into the womb of Devananda, and after 82 days, it was transferred into the womb of Trishla. Thus, fruits of stealing must experience in next birth in any form. We have to repay it to him in the form of son or daughter or mother or sister or son-in-law, etc. So anyone should not steal anything in any form by means of injustice and immoral methods. In short, non-stealing insists that one should be very honest in action, thoughts, and speech. Next. Fourth rule, the origin of any quarrel or litigation is either land, wealth, or woman. It is called in Gujarati, Jal Jamine Jodu, Prane Kajirana Chodu. In third principle, it is shown that the wealth and land, etc. should not earn by dishonesty. In this fourth custom, for any person except sadhus, general householder must copulate with only his wife or wives who were married themselves with him. So he should refrain from other women and also prostitute women. Today, AIDS, gonorrhea, chlamydia, pelvic inflammation diseases, human papilloma virus, genital herpes, and syphilis, etc. has spread all over the world. For married men, the only preventive which can ward it off is law of sexual satisfaction confined to one's own life partner wife, and for others, it is observance of celibacy. Today, man is everywhere surrounded by deterioration, which is mistaken for culture. Therefore, lesson on importance of celibacy as a fertile, as a music falling on a deaf ears. Premarital and extramarital relationship, lagnetar sambandh, indulging in a illicit sensual activities, intensifying passion by consuming intoxicating substances like drugs and alcohol, watching provocative movies, reading provocative books, and listening to provocative song and conversation are all activities one should avoid. This is the fourth rule called the celibacy. Next. As an adult, one may lead a family life by getting married, earning money, raising children, and fulfill social obligations. Marriage is devised mainly for providing a shelter, sex life, and procreation. All should give respect to all women. It is said in Indian culture that yatra naryastu bhujyante ramante tatra devata. And thus, celibacy is the most important, and the respect to the all women is most necessary for our life. Next. As an adult, non sorry, non-possession or non-attachment is most important and necessary work for all the person to be happy and peaceful life. According to the karma philosophy, the more wealth a person possesses, the more he or she is likely to commit sin, to acquire and maintain possession, and to acquire wealth. Once is doing the artha dhyan, and for maintaining possession, he is doing Raudra Dhyan. As a result, no doubt, after a long period, he would be surely unhappy. Until a person knows that happiness and peace that come from within, he or she tries to fill his or her emptiness and insecurity with material acquisition. We are just observe that a person who is more successful in life, who has so much wealth, after all, getting so much wealth, he not become happy. To be happy, it is the most important thing to limit the wealth. One must next. Wealth creates attachment, which results in continuous greed, jealousy, selfishness, ego, hatred, and violence. It is said in the Dasvaikalik Sutra that Ichhahu Agasa Sama Vishala. Space has no limit. There is a space limited in Lok, but in the outer area beyond the Lok, space is infinite. And that is why the desires are all have Ichhahu Agasa Sama Vishala. The desires is just like a space. Means it has no limit. And attachment to worldly objects also results into the bondage of inauspicious karma. So, desire should be reduced and consumption level should be kept within reasonable limits. And that is why we for the lay persons, there is a vow called the Parigrah Pariman Vrat, and for the monks and nuns, aparigrah, non-attachment. Ichhahu Mulcha parigoho utto. Mulcha, attachment, is called the parigraha. One must impose a limit on one's need, acquisition, and possessions, including cash. There are 9 types of parigraha, called as cash, money. Cereals means the food grains, land, real estate building and shops, pure silver and gold and its ornaments, gold and its ornament, valuable jewelry, furniture and goods, and servants and animals. Servants and animals are also included in the parigraha. Next. Or if all persons adopt such limit aforementioned items, then no person feel scarcity of anything. If we limit our necessities, then others can obtain that things easily. Consumption of natural resources also decreases. So imbalance could never occur. Due to auspicious intention, such person acquire auspicious karma. And due to honesty and morality, all persons put trust on him and buy all things from his shop. Therefore, his income increases and cross the limits which he decided. There is a one shop in Kadi near Bhoynitirtha. It is the shop name was called as a 8 taka ki dukan. The person, owner of the shop, take only 8% profit on every item, no more than 8%. So, honesty is the best policy for any profession. Then, surplus income will donated by him for the human welfare and animal welfare. And if he do not donate in welfare of human beings or animals, then government should make a law just like CSR, corporate social responsibility, is the law to donate, compulsory donation to such companies. Thus, the principle of limited possession and the usage lead towards equitable distribution of wealth and comforts in the society. And thus the 5 was of the monk and nuns, and the sub-law for the laymen and lay women, Savak and Savikas. It is called the Anuvrata in Jain tradition, and for the words of monks called the Mahavratas 5. And these 5 Mahavratas and 5 Anuvratas are the main tenets of the Jainism. And if we adopt such then our life will be the most eco-friendly, becomes most eco-friendly and natural. And that is the end of the presentation.
Now we will open up the floor for some question answer for 2 minutes. If anyone has any questions, you can raise your hand or you can
All right,
put in
please
the chat
stop
session.
sharing.
Sure.
That we can full screen.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So whoever has a question, please raise a Zoom hand. If you do not know how to do that, just unmute, but do not start speaking. I will see that you unmuted, and Malay will see it also, and will call you. So anybody has a question, please raise your Zoom hand.
No question.
Right now, I have a question, Acharyaji. May I ask? In
Go ahead.
United States, unlike India, the dairy animals are treated with extreme cruelty. And it is
Yes.
nearly impossible to find a pure insect dairy products. So can you shed some light on the role of veganism to protect ourselves from Ashubh karmas?
Veganism is due to the cruelty on the animals. Veganism is created against the cruelty on the animals, cow and buffaloes. If there is a cruelty, it is avoidable. If there is no cruelty, it cannot be opposed. क्रूअल्टी जहां पर क्रूअल्टी दिखाई देती हो वहां उसका निषेध करना चाहिए, जहां पर क्रूअल्टी नहीं है वहां उसका निषेध नहीं करना चाहिए. In ancient times, there is no cruelty to the animals.
It's like kshetra difference makes a difference. But Judaism, kshetrama animal treatment is different.
Today, dairy is the industry.
Yes.
And so it is to increase the profit, they observe cruelty to animals. Dairy industry is directly connected with meat industries.
Yes.
And therefore veganism is originated. But in ancient times there is no dairy. And so there is no veganism.
Can we take a next question? Next question is just one uncle wants to ask next question. Can you unmute yourself, please?
Yes. Pranam, Maharaj Sahib. It was a good lecture. I enjoyed. I think you have a lot of scientific base, but I want to continue the discussion on a question that Pradeep Bhai asked. In the current situation, even in India, there is a lot of cruelties in the dairy industry. So why isn't our Jain sadhu advocating not to use a dairy product? Because there is a cruelty now. Now, it may not have happened 1500 years ago or 500 years ago, but we are talking today. So that's number one. Number two, that in a dairy industry, because of the milk production and the cows, there is a lot of climate change related to that. And we have a climate crisis. And number three, I think people who are vegan, they generally are a little bit healthier than the non-vegan people. So and here in the US, sure, there is a lot of cruelty. And cow's milk, it is for the calf. Cow milk is for the calf. Cow milk is not for the human consumption. This is how the nature has created it. So why we are getting so much resistance from the Jain community, who is a vegetarian all along the line, but when this comes in, we not getting any support. Thank you.
There are so many questions in India regarding veganism. All the vegetarians are argued in favor of vegetarianism, not veganism. They don't want to adopt veganism as our and Jain community is the most orthodox. So it can change very slowly.
No, I understand, Maharaj Sahib, that we will change slowly and we understand it, but that change and understanding starts at the top. If Acharya Maharaj Sahib, like you, if you are convinced that that's the right thing to do, and if you preach that way, maybe the things will change it. But here, many times, when we want to say something, it comes, well, our Acharya Maharaj Sahib says this way, so we cannot do it this way. So I understand we cannot change the country. There are many millions and billions of people, we cannot change it. But our community, if Acharya Maharaj Sahib and the top leadership is convinced, and if they preach, maybe change will happen. I'm just concerned about our Jain community, our Jain leadership, and Acharya Maharaj Sahib. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that we can change.
Yes, you are right. I have written an article in Navni Samarpan about veganism 10 years, 12 years ago. And also I have translated the book of comparison from English into Gujarati.
Yeah.
Which is approximately 25 years ago.
No.
Okay, I think we are approaching the end right now. Like we are close.
Malay, let it stay. I will handle that. Don't rush.
Okay.
Just relax. Any more questions, Jaswant Bhai?
No, I have no question. I made a comment. Thank you.
There is the second part of this eco-friendly lifestyle on the 7 words for the layman. This will deliver later on.
Okay. So if there are any more questions, now is the time to raise your hand. Otherwise, we will approach the end. No more questions. Hemendra Bhai, તમારે કાંઈ કહેવું છે સાહેબ?
I just wanted to say, Sabji, Mathyanandami,
Davra.
thank you very much for an enlightening lecture or vyakyan and a presentation about the eco-friendly way of life, Shravakna Anuvrat and Sadhu Bhagavantana Mahavrat. I think this at least enlightens the younger generation. The older generation probably is very much aware about all this, but it definitely brings a lot of knowledge to the younger generation here. Thank you so much. Really appreciate this. Thank you, Saibji. Thank you.
So Malay, before we ask Atayaji to do the Antamangal, did you want to say anything, Malay?
Yeah, we are doing first Guru Vandan, and then we will approach to Andamangal. So Dwane will perform the last Guru Vandan and then we'll do Antamangal.
Okay, good idea.
Okay.
So go ahead and proceed with the Guru. Vandan.
Chami Kamasamano Vandiyum Javanichai CEI
Which screen was there?
Vandami.
Darla.
Chami Kamasamano Vandiyum Javanichai CEI Mata Anavandami.
Darla.
Ichkar Suazai Suata Skutapa Sarira Nitabara Santua Chata Negochi Swami Sata Chiki
દેવગુરુ
That Pani no love Chirochi.
અહીં આવી છે ત્યારે ભાત પાણીનો લાભ આપીશું.
Sakana Sandisapa Awajami of Intera Raya Icham Kamini Raya Junkinchi Apatum Papatum Bate Pane Vinare Yavachi Alave Salave Putasne Tasare until Bate Vivat
Junkie.
Junkinchi until Vinoya Enu Umba Baremba the Pechano Nutani Stephanie Chan It's
Fine, fine, fine.
When you Johnny
Congratulations.
Tamacho,
Gurudev Sukh Shatama Cho.
દેવગુરુ સાહેબ.
Ichha.
it's a make a masuma when
સર્વ મંગલ.
So બીજા કોઈને પ્રશ્ન, if there are no other questions, I will request Acharya for Antamangal.
ઉપસર્ગાક્ષય મેં જે ચિંતન જે વિઘ્ન વલ્લય મના પ્રસન્નતા મેં જે વિદ્યમાને જે નિસ્વદે સર્વ મંગલ મંગલ્યમ સર્વ કલ્યાણ કારણમ પ્રધાનમ સર્વ ધર્માનામ જૈનામ જયતિ શાસનમ.
બધાને વંદામી આચાર્યજી, ઘણો ઘણો આભાર સાહેબ.
Pathen Vandami.
અને આવતા રહેજો. Please come back.
મતેડ વંદામી મહારાજ સાહેબ.
તો બધા વિનયપૂર્વક જય જયેન્દ્ર કહી શકો છો.
ધર્મરાજ.
જય જીનેન્દ્ર.
સાહેબજી મથેણ વંદામી સાહેબજી.
Many many blessings to all of you. Dharmraj to all of you.
બોલીને મ્યુટ થઈ જવું એટલે ઘોંઘાટ ઓછો થાય.
Mandami.
આહા,
ધર્મરાજ. તું દેખાતો નથી મને. બતલાઈ કર.
એ ક્યાં કોણ બોલે સમજાણું નહીં.
Namo. Namo. Matin Mandami.
Oh,
હા,
yeah.
ધર્મરાજ.
Go ahead, ફરીથી
ધર્મરાજ.
ફરીથી કરો.
ધર્મરાજ. ફિગરભાઈ. ધર્મરાજ.
આચાર્યજી અમને રજા આપજો.
ધર્મરાજ.
અમે બધું બંધ કરું સાહેબ.
સાહેબજી
ધર્મરાજ. ઓકે.
હા, વૈશાલીબેન બોલો.
ધર્મરાજ. બધા.
વૈશાલીબેન તમારે કઈ કેવું છે બેન?
સાતામાં રહેજો એમ કેવું હતું સાહેબજીને.
હા
હા,
બોલો.
ધર્મરાજ. ધર્મરાજ. દેવગુરુ સાહેબ.
મહારાજ સાહેબ સાતામાં રહેજો.
હા, ધર્મરાજ.
તો હું અરિહંતો સંભળાવીશ બધાને અને આપણે પૂર્ણ. હેમેન્દ્રભાઈ તમારે લાસ્ટ કઈ કેવું છે સાહેબ?
I think uncle has left.
Hemendra left, okay.
અંકલ તમે જ અમને નવકાર મંત્ર કરીને એન્ડ કરી દો.
હું હમણાં અરિહંત સંભળાવું છું અંત માટે. આવે છે 1 મિનિટમાં.
अरहन्तो भगवन्तैर्महिमा सिद्धाश्च सिद्धिस्थिता आचार्यजिनशासनो नतिकरा पूजा श्री सिद्धांत सुबाधका मुनिवरा रत्नत्रयाराधका पंचेते परमेष्ठिना प्रतिदिन कुर्वन्तु वो कुर्वन्तु वो मंगलम.
તો બધા ભાવિ સિદ્ધોને જય જિનેન્દ્ર અને તમારી રજા લઉં છું હવે.